Good evening. A former Lexington firefighter charged in a hit-and-run crash last Friday returned to court this morning.
Jared McCargo is accused of driving drunk and crashing his SUV into the beer trap in Chevy Chase, critically injuring a man. Police say McCargo then took off. WKYT's Sean Moody was in the courtroom today. He has details on what led up to that crash. It's our top story at 5:30.
Well, the judge forwarded this case on to a grand jury. She also granted the defense's request to reduce McCargo's bond to 10% of that initial $13,000 amount.
McCargo was in court for a preliminary hearing Friday morning. A Lexington police officer testified about the circumstances the night of the crash. He said McCargo's wife told investigators the two had been out somewhere else where they'd each had a drink. He said she told them she was the designated driver, so McCargo finished her drink and she drove them to the Chevy Chase area.
They saw a parking spot in front of Charlie Brown's. She was unable to park in that parking spot, and they got into an argument about parking, and that's when Mr. McCargo then took over, and then they attempted to park in the spot at the beer trap.
They say that's when the crash happened. Police say McCargo drove away, but his wife returned.
His wife came back to the scene and advised that her husband was driving the vehicle and identified him as Jared McCargo. She advised their address. Officers were dispatched to that address where they found Mr. McCargo and his vehicle. Mr. McCargo was hiding behind the garbage cans.
Police also said Captain Noel Espino, the Guam National Guard soldier who was badly hurt in the crash, has had several surgeries since it happened. The officer said Espino was standing on the sidewalk outside the beer trap when he was hit. He's still at the trauma center at University of Kentucky Hospital. In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Police said that McCargo registered a .119 on a preliminary breath test. That is about 1.5 times the legal limit.